There are moments in history that feel like science fiction. Moments where we realize the future isn't coming. It's already here. This is one of those moments, because just a few weeks ago, a Chinese company quietly did something that should have stunned the world, but barely made headlines in the West. They built a flying car, not a test, not a render, not a billionaire's wild fantasy. A real, working, electric vehicle that took off, hovered, and flew. And America? America blinked. Welcome to Motor Heaven, the ultimate pit stop for engine lovers who aren't afraid to rev up the truth. Here, horsepower meets headlines, and we go full throttle into everything that moves, from motorcycles and supercars to the politics that try to slow us down. We're not just about speed, we're about freedom, innovation, and the real stories behind the machines. Expect hard-hitting commentary, deep dives into the tech, and the battles between gearheads and government red tape. Let me take you back. October 2022. A crowd gathers in Dubai. The desert heat is rising, the sun glinting off chrome and carbon fiber. Among them stands a sleek black and white machine, like something out of Star Wars. Then suddenly, with a whirring hum, it lifts off. The XPeng X2 becomes airborne. No runway, no rotors, no fossil fuels, just vertical takeoff, pure electricity, and a vision of what tomorrow looks like. It was a statement to the world that China wasn't just playing catch-up in the automotive industry anymore, it was leading it. XPeng Aero HT, backed by billions in government support and private investment, unveiled the world's first manned flying electric vehicle in public airspace. The West? Still trying to get its infrastructure to support Teslas in cold weather. Here's the irony. America dreamed of this first. Flying cars were in our comics, our movies, our imaginations. From the Jetsons to Back to the Future, we grew up expecting that by 2020, we'd all be floating through the skies in personalized skypods. But what happened? The tech came slowly. The investors showed up briefly. The regulators? They crushed it before it could fly. While startups like Kitty Hawk, backed by Google's Larry Page, and Uber Elevate promised flying taxis, they were smothered by legal red tape, zoning laws, FAA pushback, and public skepticism. What began as an American dream became a Chinese reality. This didn't happen by accident. China's push into next-gen transportation is a national strategy, not a gamble. We're talking about government funding in the billions, regulations written for speed, not caution, entire cities like Shenzhen being redesigned for flying corridors, AI traffic management systems already being built into their 5G grids. The goal is simple: global leadership through mobility. Control the sky, and you control the flow of people, goods, and ideas. Flying cars are just one piece of the puzzle, but they symbolize a deeper shift, away from the United States as the center of innovation. So, where's America in all this? Well, stunned would be generous. The White House has barely acknowledged this milestone. The FAA is still stuck in debates over drones and delivery permits. Meanwhile, TikTok is full of videos of the XPeng X2 floating over crowds, while Americans argue about banning gas stoves. Is this the cost of our divided focus? While we bicker, China builds. We've got the talent, the ambition. But innovation in the US today? It's like riding a Harley with the brakes halfway down. And that's what makes this flying car moment so powerful and so haunting. It's a mirror, a glimpse into a world where America could have led, but chose to regulate itself out of the race. This isn't just about transportation anymore. Flying cars aren't just cool. They're strategic. Think instant medevac vehicles, silent drones that look like personal aircraft, surveillance disguised as civil tech, military-grade mobility woven into civilian airspace. The next Cold War won't just be fought with missiles. It'll be fought with patents, algorithms, and altitude. Flying cars are dual-use tech. That means military and commercial applications blend. And right now, the country that's flying first has the advantage in both. All hope isn't lost. There are companies still building, in Texas, in Silicon Valley, even in garages across the US. Startups like Joby Aviation and Archer are trying. But without the urgency, without the unified national backing, they're playing catch-up on home turf. The American spirit is built on rebellion, innovation, freedom to move. But we need to stop stalling. We need to let our builders build, because the sky isn't waiting. China just made a flying car. And America? We've been grounded by our own red tape, stuck in a loop of regulation, litigation, and hesitation, while the rest of the world lifts off without us. But here's the thing. This moment isn't the end. It's the beginning of a question we all have to answer. Who owns the future? Is it the country that dreams it? Or the one that dares to build it? Is it the nation that writes the blueprint? Or the one that lays the first brick? Right now, China's writing history in carbon fiber and electric rotors. But the race isn't over. And in true American spirit, we've always made our greatest comebacks when we've been counted out. We've got the minds. We've got the spirit. We've got the roads, the skies, and the will. But will we stop bickering long enough to build again? Will we reclaim the legacy of Detroit, of Silicon Valley, of Kitty Hawk? Or will we let another nation define what the next generation of freedom looks like? In the air, online, and everywhere in between? Because make no mistake, this is no longer just about vehicles. It's about vision. It's about values. It's about velocity. Here at Motor Heaven, we believe engines aren't just machines. They're metaphors for power, for passion, for the pursuit of something greater than traffic and trends. We're not just about horsepower. We're about human potential. So, if you believe that freedom still matters, if you believe that the spirit of innovation should never be outsourced, if you believe that we don't just need to catch up, we need to take off, then you're in the right place. This is Motor Heaven, where we don't just ride the future, we chase it down. Subscribe, hit that bell, and stay with us, because the sky isn't the limit anymore. It's just the next road we ride.